One of the most famous relics in Vietnam is the Imperial Citadel of Thang Long, which is a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site. The site is the central section of the ancient Imperial Citadel of Thang Long, including within it the Forbidden City, where the emperor and the royal family lived. The existence of the Imperial Citadel of Thang Long was strongly linked to the founding and development of the capital of Thang Long and the city of Hanoi today. Hence, it becomes the most important relic in the relic system of Vietnam. Now, let's start our informative and interesting trip. The first one is an entrance called Doan Mon. This entrance has the most imposing architecture of the historic remains of the Imperial Citadel. On the stone block, you can see two calligraphic characters meaning Doan Mon, or the main entrance to the Forbidden City. Facing south, it was the location of many important royal ceremonies. The existing building was originally built in the 16th century during the Lei dynasty. The largest central gate was intended exclusively for the passage of the king. Other members of the royal family and mandarins were confined to two smaller lateral gates. There are also two doors on each side for soldiers and servants serving in the Forbidden City. The next place is the GING Palace. The name means respect for heaven. It was an important building where royal ceremonies and important meetings were held, as well as a reception of foreign messengers. The palace of GING was built by King Lê Thái Tổ in 1428. However, today only vestiges of the GING Palace basement remain as between the years 1884 and 1886. It was turned into a military base by the French. The most important feature of GING Palace is the dragon steps, which was built by King Lê Thái Tổ in 1467. It is divided into three sections. The central walkway was reserved for the king, while the two lateral paths on the margins were provided for the mandarins. At present, the GING Palace basement and dragon steps are considered a sacred spiritual site. Another place we want to introduce to you is the D67 building and underground bunker. As we know, the Imperial Citadel of Thang Long, Hanoi, was the seat not only for the central power of almost all Vietnamese feudal dynasty, but also the supreme command organizations of the Vietnamese People's Army during the American-Vietnamese War. The most typical installations of this period are the D67 building and the underground bunker. The name D67 comes from the construction period of 1967. In the context of American air raids, which were becoming more and more destructive in Hanoi. The building has 4 rooms. The largest is the meeting room of the Political Bureau and the Central Military Committee. To the east of the meeting room is General Võ Nguyên Giap's office during the period from 1968 to 1980. Many evocative memories in this room remind us of the talented, seasoned, simple, and human man who was a general of Vietnam People's Army. Let us now go down to the D67 Underground Bunker, also known as the Central Military Committee's Bunker, following one of the 2 stairs. The structure consists of 3 rooms, the largest being the Central Military Committee's meeting room, while the other 2 are the information desk and a technical room for ventilation and filtering of toxic gases. The presence of D67 building and underground bunker in the heart of Imperial Citadel of Thang Long, Hanoi, shows that this heritage site represents a tangible, symbolic crystallization of the country's 1,000-year history, from the founding of the capital by King Lê Thái Tổ through until the time of Ho Chi Minh.